Let's see what our able Charles Ebune said. I'm sure everybody knows Charles Ebune. He used to be like the idol. Everybody wanted to be like Charles, except me, because I've been wise from time immemorial. Now, this is what he had to say. Charles said, facts now. Facts to know. The British spent 44 years in Cameroon from... Are they reading it? Is it
Yeah.
Okay. The British spent 44 years in Cameroon from the Anglo-French partition of the former German
Protectorate.
Protectorate in 1916 to 1961, when they left with
J.O. Fields.
From South. Stop. Let me just relax. From South Africa as last commissioner to Southern Cameroon. During that 44-year period, the British opened 14 universities in the United Kingdom, but none in the mandated and trust territory of Southern Cameroon, although they had obligations to develop education in the land. Now, this is so funny because all through history, Africans always were fighting against their oppressors, who were the supposed whites. Like, to expect this much from your oppressor, why were they oppressors again?
Well, I don't think that's his point, though.
Okay, let's read. The British left Cameroon without constructing a single government secondary school or technical or professional training school. For their 44 years in Cameroon, just 4 secondary schools were opened, all owned by private missionary entities. They were St. Joseph College Sase, created in 1939 by the Roman Catholic Mill Hill Mission. The Cameroon Protestant College in Bali in 1949 by the Basil Mission. The Queen of Rosary College Okoyong 1955. And the Sacred Heart College by the Roman Catholics, Bamenda, in 1961. The British, in their 44 years in Cameroon, left 319 primary schools with about 1,000 students in 1961 and 882 secondary school students same year they were leaving Cameroon. President Ahidjo was in power for 22 years. Throughout his leadership, there were about 10,000 schools in the whole of Cameroon. Less than 1,000 of them were in West Cameroon. That's the Northwest and the Southwest today. In President Paul Biya's 44 years, the Northwest and Southwest count 6,177 schools in all the levels of education: pre-nursery, primary, secondary, technical, vocational, and university. The data speaks for itself. One of the greatest problems of those who communicate for the President Paul Biya is how to effectively market his achievements through the use of comparable statistical elements. These education sector data can be applied to other sectors like roads. President Paul Biya said, like roads, he tagged his president.
Yeah.
Do you know what's funny about this? Is the fact that he didn't even mention what the population was like back then and what it is like now. And what the world.
Well, in
Ahidjo's time, right? We cannot even compare the education now to that of then, even though education is more available, as we'll put it. Do you know? British rule Cameroon, or Southern Cameroon, not as an independent state, but as part of Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine that they had to develop their Nigeria, which was their colony. They will start with Lagos and Abuja before they come to the village. It's true now.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were ruling us as part of Nigeria.
Yeah.
And moreover, why should we even expect that much from a colonial master? Why then do we fight for independence?
Yeah, even though the thing is, when I see a post like this, is just he's a very clever guy.
This man is clever. He's just shameless. I don't see anything clever in this. He's just shameless.
Oh, Charles Ebune is a very clever guy, because what he has cleverly done here is he has juxtaposed numbers that is not apples to apples.
Of course.
It's not the same. You cannot say, you cannot be comparing the number of you cannot be comparing the number of schools which you hope that would have been done during that time and the number of schools that we have here.
Yeah.
What I would probably want to see him compare are the outcomes.
Exactly.
Like living conditions.
Have you?
Those who were when he talks about how many schools there were in Ahidjo's time. There were 1,000 schools in the whole of West Cameroon during Ahidjo's time.
What's even the quality of education, the curriculum?
What were the outcomes of those who went through that school? And what are the outcomes of those who are going through the 6,000 schools which are present now in Biya's time? Those are two completely different outcomes. What was the living standard during that Ahidjo's time from those who were going to? Because it's very easy to say they have built schools. There are so many schools which are empty, which are ghost schools. You go to the school, you don't even see.
There's nobody. They're not even teachers there. And moreover, in today's world, that how many children do you know who are going to government primary schools?
So
those schools are just there. Even the poor man is struggling to send a child to a private school because they believe that the standard of that education in that government school is absolute rubbish. Even the government schools are built by the PTA. How many classrooms in that school are actually built by the government? They are built by the PTA. The teachers themselves, na PTA, the management. That's why the teachers come to school. You say there's this girl on TikTok who her content is a teacher in a village school. She comes to say, please, madam, what's the child's name? Whatever the child's name is. She has brought Achu to school. It's like, are you serious? I say, yes. Where's the soup?
Yeah, because he's comparing numbers here that really don't make sense. It's just like how Chefonge is saying that how many children were willing to go to school back then?
Imagine,
how many parents
did a lot to encourage education. University students were being paid. You were being paid just to go to school. That was because at that time they were trying to introduce education. So they were doing their best to make people to first of all like it. Now we have 1 million, 5 million, 20, 30 million graduates and no jobs safe. Graduates who cannot eat. Can you even speak? Have you met any of those people, those old people who went to Standard 6? Have you had a conversation with them? Those people are so aware of the environment. Most of them are even more educated than us who carry big degrees moving about.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, outcomes. Because if you are thinking about the outcomes, then this whole thing is very.
It's one.
But the other thing that he was kind of saying is, I understand him. He's I want to say a Biya apologist.
He knows what
he's doing. But what he's doing is smart, because this is if you are looking at it just at the surface about how many schools have been
he actually
built,
had people agree with him.
That is going to look like something which is very laudable and something which they'll be like, but this man has worked. But it's just that they are not able to explain to us very well the work that this man has been able to do. But then again, this is just clever journalism. He's just looking at statistics.
He's just shameless. I don't say anything clever.
He's just looking at statistics and numbers and throwing it at you, hoping that you are not going to think twice about it.
Exactly.
Because when you think about it for a little while,
you just like,
you understand that this is horseshit.
Just like,
yeah, because it's like how many children were willing to go to school back then? How many parents were even willing to allow their children go to school? Right.
What was even the population of the country back then?
Yeah. So how do you expect a visitor to build your community more than you? Yeah, like even though in what he's saying here, I don't think there was anybody who was even really expecting
the British
protectorate to do anything, because they were here because of their
selfish.
Yes, because of their own personal aims. They were building their empire. They were building the Great British Empire. So all of that, our well-being and our level of education was not in their bingo card.
Check the commentaries and see what people said.
So yeah, and he also says what would have been the need to create many schools for fewer students back then. Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I said. When you think about it,
Franklin Berenier said, please be a good journalist and report facts, not sentiments. How can you take developments in the colony and compare to
facts of an independent
country? Do people develop a rented property? Thank you.
No.
When change finally comes, Kolebo use like just Ebune must be careful from
No, that's actually the intelligent thing that he did about this was just he was telling the Biya apologists that this could be a talking point for you. He's not saying that he believes it.
He said it. Did he not say that the Biya needs a proper team to market his achievements?
Yes, he needs marketing. Not that he believes the marketing.
Have you not been following Charles?
But he's
Except that I have not been following Charles.
I know he's like the government. You know, he plays the
he's
game.
Like how they call that other one? That
Actually,
very annoying man.
Well, actually, when I
that's
see,
they call that annoying one.
when
That
I
annoying
see
journalist
Charles,
that is always praising Pope. That he was born to praise Pope. That
with the
ugly.
Anglophone guy.
Mm-hmm. What's his name again?
He's the one who did the inside the presidency, right?
What's his name? That way he was born.
forget his name.
I'm sure the day he was born, the priest was like, going to the
No,
world.
Charles Ebune is like a student
Of that guy that.
Yes. I don't know. He had a very.
During election period, Charles almost choked me with it. I was so emotional.
Yeah,
Charles.
he's like following the path that has been laid down by.
But here, Charles, do not make you director of CRTV. I mean, to tell you.
No, but then again, it's not that we are against the president. I'm not against the president.
I don't care about the president.
I don't know about her.
I don't care about the president. I'm talking to Charles. Charles, do not make you anything. This appointment I'm looking for, you not see. I don't care about the president.
Yeah, it's a great start. Yeah, that's another gullible one, maybe. President Biya's achievements may outweigh those of his predecessors, which is normal. He is at the helm of the country during the most civilized era and for longer even. The population has grown tremendously, whereas the infrastructure doesn't match the demand.
Exactly.
His worst performance, however, should be on the road sector, which is key to economic development.
And Charles still went there to go, see what Charles wrote under that thing. Charles was saying that the road now is how many kilometers? This Charles is a very, very annoying human.
See, the British spent 44 years in Cameroon. The same time, that's why I was talking about the 44
Yes,
years.
because
the
Paul
same
Biya
time
also
length Paul Biya has been in office. Ask your parents and great-grandparents which roads were in.
Even in the time of the British
There's
Cameroon,
northwest
because
and
even the railways were using today, they were done by the Germans.
No, but the thing is, what he's even saying here is like a false dialectic as well, because the protectorate they were not governing, just like you were saying, they were not governing the southwest and the northwest as an independent colony. Mm-hmm. That was a rattaché under Nigeria.
And the fun is that now he's comparing the roads that we have in Cameroon. The West Cameroon was also being developed by the French, and he did not even tell us what the French did. He did not say all the schools he's talking about now that exist in Cameroon. He has not talked about the ones the French did. He's just talking about West Cameroon because he knows that he has been the neglected people. He's not here.
Yeah, because that's why I said that this is just numbers that are thrown out at people and hoping that they are not going to think about it. Because when you even say 15,000 kilos. First of all, it is kilometers. It's not K. It is KM.
Does he know? Does he know? Has he been to a mathematics class?
It is kilometers, not. I was looking at it and I was wondering, what do you mean by 450k of tarred road? It's like 450 kilos of tarred road. But yeah. So, anyways, he's fighting for his position. He's the young person. He needs to show that, he can be the one to spearhead. The one to spearhead the youths.
I've forgotten that man's name. I really need to remember his name. Oh, Paul Biya.
Oh, la. Yeah. That's that for Charles Ebune. Charles Ebune, good luck, yeah. Good luck, because what they are looking for, who knows?
You will not see nothing. I'm the one telling you.
Who knows what you are going to be able to reap from it? But he has been working at it for a very long time.
He will still not reap anything. Let me talk.
He has been working at it for a very long time.
He will still not reap anything.
Who knows the internal
Shameless youth.
the internal things that he has, the internal points that he has, punch.
The only
here
thing
and
that you
there.
can, let me even say my mind on this
and
podcast.
maybe they are about to.
My father doesn't work in the government, so I can say anything to Charles, not to deep.
Yeah. So
Now,